First up, mental health issues are not a direct factor in the Fort Hood shooting. This is an about-face from senior officers at Fort Hood, but it is in line with what mental health professionals are saying.
Many are quick to point to the fact that Ivan Lopez was being treated for PTSD, and that was the motive for the massacre. But it may not be that simple, and it could hurt the reputation of those with PTSD.
As KRDO News Channel 13's Rana Novini reports, psychiatrists hope the stigma will not stop people from getting treatment.
When Ivan Lopez opened fire on fellow soldiers at Fort Hood, the immediate question everyone is grappling with is why.
People like to say it's one thing. Patients do it. I do it personally. I mean, we just kind of do it as humans.
Lieutenant Colonel Charles Weber is the chief of behavioral health and director of psychological health for Fort Carson. While he can't speak specifically to Lopez, he deals with all sorts of behavioral issues, including PTSD. He says the biggest thing to understand is that humans are complex.
Thank you. Thank you.
Weber works with soldiers and their families, too. He says one problem in treatment is getting patients through the door.
They don't want everybody looking at them like, oh, you know, you're a dirtbag. You're not a good soldier. What's wrong with you? Why can't you take it?
Army wife Amber Duncan's husband doesn't have PTSD, but she says she's seen others afraid to step forward.
That could put a stop to your career.
Some of that is that personal. I haven't seen the career ruined portion for many, many years.
Weber says that while the stigma is there, it's not from administration. The department strives to make sure everyone knows PTSD alone isn't a precursor for violence.
These people still really function. I mean, they still do their job. People don't have to be afraid about hiring them.
He stresses that coming forward won't hurt your career, but the possible repercussions of hiding the problem can. In Colorado Springs, Rana Novini, KRDO News Channel 13.
And Weber says accessibility to help is working. While suicide is still a major issue, the rate has dropped among active duty military.